Ladies and gentlemen, let's watch the performance from the student from University of Faculty of Economic and Business, University of Islam Malang. This is a special dance for everyone. Let's have a watch.
Puji syukur marilah panjatkan kehadiran Tuhan yang Maha Penyayang. Semoga oda kan tetap bertahan, sejahtera, sentosa, aman dan tentram.
And gentlemen, may I have...
Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Wabihi nasta'inu ala umurid dunya waddin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin. Sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd.
The honorable keynote speakers for today's session, Mr. Fred Kuo as CEO PT EMLIKU Smart Technology and Commissioner of Taiwan Artificial Intelligence Industry Association.
Honorable Dr. Razali bin Mazin from Unisa, Brunei, Darussalam.
Her Excellency Dean of Economic and Business Faculty of Unisma, Miss Nurdiana S.A. MSI.
An honorable participant in bound mobility from UTHM Malaysia and all audiences.
All praises to Allah who has given us His mercy and bless. Salawat and salam to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we can attend to the
CEO Talk Leadership and Smart IT with Mr. Fred Kuo and Dr. Razali bin Mazin.
The honorable audience, let's open this great conference by praying. And special for the Muslim, let's recite Al-Fatihah. Ala hadiniya wa ala kulli niyatin sholihah. Al-Fatihah. Amin, 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 ya Rabbal Alamin.
The honorable audiences, the next is singing Indonesian National Anthem and March Yubanul Waton. For all audiences, please stand up.
الهرمان انهدوا على الوطن يا للوطن يا للوطن يا للوطن حب الوطن من الإيمان ولا تكن من الهرمان انهدوا على الوطن Indonesia بلادي أنت عنوان الفخامة كل من يأتيك يوما قومي حيا قومي ماما كل من يأتيك يوما قومي حيا قومي ماما Jaga hati wahai tanah airku cintamu dalam imanku jangan halangkan nasibmu bangkitlah hai bangsaku jaga hati wahai tanah airku cintamu dalam imanku jangan halangkan nasibmu bangkitlah hai bangsaku Indonesia negeriku engkau panji martabatku siapa datang mengancammu kan binasa di bawah tulimu siapa datang mengancammu kan binasa di bawah tulimu
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, as love to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for the Muslim, let's reciting Salawat Nuril Anwar. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala nuril anwar wa sirril asrari wa tiryaqil aghyar wa مفتاح باب اليسار سيدنا ومولانا محمد المختار وآله الأطهار وأصحابه الأخيار عدد نعم الله وإفضاله عدد نعم الله وإفضاله.
Okay. The honorable audience, next segment is welcoming speech and opening this event. The Dean of Economics and Business Faculty of Unisma, Mrs. Nur Diana SA MSI. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. The respectable keynote speaker CEO Talk of the Economic Business Entrepreneurship and Social Sciences International Conference EBSIC 2022, Mr. Fred Kuo, CEO PT EMLIKU and Commissioner of Taiwan and Artificial Intelligence Industry Association. Thank you for your coming. Dr. Razali Madzin from UNISA Brunei Darussalam. Respectable Vice Dean, Head of Study Program, lecturer from UTHM, and student inbound mobility from UTHM Malaysia, student and participant of this EBSIC 2022. On behalf of the Faculty of Ekonomi and Bisnis Universitas Islam Malang, I welcome the honor and keynote speaker of the CEO Talk from Taiwan and Brunei Darussalam. Welcome to Unisma Malang. Unisma Malang has strengthened and developed its national and international collaboration and reputation through excellent service, achievement, and joint international program and event. Therefore, our motto is from Nahdlatul Ulama for Indonesia and the world civilization. This is EO Talk is part of EBSIC 2022 International Conference because it can share state of the art in the field of economic, business, entrepreneurship, and social sciences. This is also the right moment for us to expand our network and collaboration with scholars across the country and the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank the organizing committee who has prepared, organized, and conducted this international conference on economic business, entrepreneurship, and social sciences 2022 successfully. My appreciation also goes to co-host institutional and participant from Malaysia, from Brunei Darussalam, Indonesia, China, and so on. We truly dare that the CEO Talk with the team leadership and smart IT can provide insight and experience in increase our innovation and creativity from developing our economy and advancing social science and technology for a better and more harmonious life for all human beings. By saying Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, we declare the CEO Talk with the team leadership and smart IT open. Thank you very much. Wawahul muwafiq ila aqwamit thoriq. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
And the next is giving appreciation from FEB Unisma to Mr. Fred Kuo and Dr. Razali bin Madzin. And the first, honorable to Mr. Fred Kuo to accepting appreciation from FEB Unisma.
Razali bin Madzin to accepting appreciation from FEB Unisma by online. Next, Honorable Dr. Razali bin Madzin to accepting appreciation from FEB Unisma by online.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, right now is giving appreciation from FEB Unisma to Dr. Razali Madzin from Unisa Brunei Darussalam. Thank you, Prof. It's an honor to have you in this session. And of course, it's a great pleasure and honor to have Mr. Fred in this great international CEO talk for on leadership and smart IT.
And the next, take picture together by online and offline.
Therefore, we invite all leaders and lecturers from FEB Unisma and UTHA Malaysia.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for the leaders and the keynote speakers for today's session. Okay, please look at the camera. Say hello to the camera. Okay, thank you. Maybe informal style. Okay, oh, the picture, taking picture together. Okay, cheers. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Please come back to your seats.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, so we are going to watch the opening of video for this today's session. It's great and it's gonna be interesting. So take a look at this video. Let's check it out.
Okay, please give applause. Okay, and now we are main agenda is CEO Talk Leadership and Smart IT with speakers Mr. Fred Kuo and Dr. Razali bin Madzin, and will be moderated by Dr. Imam Wahyudi Karimullah MA as head of OIA Unisma,
And I'm Tekar Maulana.
and Sinta Nafi Afi.
As Master of Ceremony, we do apologize if there is mistake, and hopefully our meeting today is useful. And the last say,
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To Dr. Imam Wahyudi Karimullah, MA, time is yours.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin wa bihi nasta'in ala umuri dunya waddin wa salatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursalin Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Rabbi israh li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli, amma ba'd. Respectable Mr. Fred Kuo. Mr. Fred Kuo is the Chief Executive Officer from PT EMLIKU Smart Technology Taiwan. Respectable one of our distinguished partner from Brunei Darussalam, Professor Dr. Razali bin Madzin from Faculty of Islamic, Economic and Finance, University of Sultan Syarif Ali, Unisa, Brunei Darussalam. Respectable our important leader, Her Excellency Dean of Faculty of Economic and Business of University of Islam Malang, Ms. Nurdiana, Associate Professor Nurdiana SAMSE, and our respected partners joining with us from University Tun Hussein on Malaysia, led by Dr. Lee T. Chuan, and also Dr. Muhammad Ali bin Slimin, and Madam Rohaizan binti Ramlan, and all 18 students. Please kindly stand up. 18 students from UTHM Malaysia. Thank you very much. They are just came to University of Islam Malang, and it is a very right momentum for the fruitful collaboration program between University of Islam Malang, Faculty of Economic and Business, and Faculty of Economic and Management from University of Tun Hussein on Malaysia. And the happy news is it is not only Malaysia joining with us, but also Taiwan, and also other countries will be joining with us. Registered already 300 participants for this CEO talk, and also the ABASIC International Conference, which will be held on Wednesday, 7 December 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be having two important keynote speakers. We will be listening from them about the current issues from the CEO perspective. I will be introducing our keynote speaker later. So two important keynote speakers will be sharing their brilliant ideas and the future of economic and business in the era of digital economy. First, let's give a round of applause to invite him to come to the stage. Mr. Fred Kuo, Chief Executive Officer of So before he's giving his presentation, I would like to give a brief curriculum vitae, why we invite these very important people to come here, and why we need to introduce him so that everyone knows, and hopefully together Unisma Malang, Tunisia and Malaysia can collaborate, and Taiwan hopefully going together to Taiwan. So Mr. Fred Kuo, like I mentioned earlier, he is the CEO of Chief Executive Officer of EMLIKU Smart Technology in Taiwan, and also has a branch in Jakarta. And he is the Senior Advisor of Taiwan Institute for Information Industry. So, Senior Advisor, and also Commissioner of Taiwan Artificial Intelligence Industry Association. We all know that nowadays artificial intelligence is a very, very crucial topic. Not only in the area of technology, but going to other areas, including economic management, production, in any sectors. And we are happy he is here, the Commissioner of Taiwan Artificial Intelligence Industry Association. And he is also a Commissioner of Taiwan UAS Development Association and Taiwan Commissioner for Smart City Association. He got his master's degree from Taiwan National Chiao Tung University, and also focusing on smart city solution in smart education, smart agriculture, smart medicine, and smart collaboration between artificial intelligence and entrepreneurship and business. We will give him time for about 30 minutes maximum, because we have a very limited time. And after that, we will go to the next keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Razali, one of a very important scholar from Brunei Darussalam. So we will try to connect the idea from Taiwan and Brunei, and hopefully from Indonesia, and work together. I think that will be a good idea. Malaysia, Brunei, Taiwan, Indonesia, and can be a fruitful collaborative project, joint project together. So without further ado, please give a round of applause for Mr. Fred Kuo's presentation.
Hello. Thank you. Okay, every people. Thank you, Diana, invitation. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I am very glad to come to here to share my experience. Okay, as you know, okay, this is my topic called is bilateral between Taiwan and Indonesia AI business. Okay, because you are economy department, so we don't want to share the technology, but we talk the business. But in the future, okay, AI will influence the business in the future. 20 years ago, we used the Google, okay, to find the data, do the big data, and do many business. Okay, we create like the WeChat, Line, WhatsApp, and TikTok, YouTube, do the video. But analog is analog, digital is digital. Analog cannot go into our digital world. But in the future, use the AI. Okay, every day we use the AI. Like the Siri, we use the voice. Okay, like the image. Okay, we use many data analysis. So in the future, in 5G, okay, 6G era, okay, we will use many AI to recognize the image and the voice to be the data, and doing the data analysis. Okay. My name is Fred Kuo. I graduated in the Taiwan NCTU. NCTU, okay, is good university, but not the best. But in the past 40 years ago, our president, okay, saw we need to develop industry. So we set up the National Jiaolong University. We set up the science park. We send 40 students to Americans to study IT and semiconductor. Currently, TSMC is the top one semiconductor company in the world. ICT Taiwan is number one. Okay, so okay. I have gone to Indonesia for 10 years ago. Okay, so I know the Indonesia and know the Taiwan. Maybe today I hope to how to integrate Taiwan's strengths and the Indonesia strengths to be the top and meet your government hope to in the top 7 mission in the 2035. Okay, next. Okay, compare the GDP. Okay, we know Number 1 is the United States. Number 2 is China. Number 3 is Japan. Indonesia is number 6. But from the GDP by people, Indonesia just about the 4,000. But Taiwan is already 33,000. So it means Indonesia population multiple Taiwan GDP. It means in the top 3. Okay, that is not a joke. I can tell you the story of Taiwan. Okay, next. Okay, this is 40 years ago. Okay, we sent like here. We just magang di toko susu. Okay, the government hope to study semiconductor. They sent about 20 students go into American study for something for IT and the semiconductor. Currently, TSMC, one company, occupy 5% GDP contribution of Taiwan. Science Park, Hsinchu Science Park, occupy about the 40% GDP in Taiwan. It means if Indonesia study the technology, and develop in Indonesia, I think that is today we will share the story. Okay, next. Okay, so 40 years, we send the letter, we talk letter. 20 years ago, most Taiwan company went to the China. So almost people use the handphone, iPhone, use the notebook, use the Asus as their computer. 99% is the ODM by Taiwan company. Like the Foxconn company, they are about the 1.3 million employees in the world. We are not a brand owner because our country is very small. But we develop, many resources product of about the IT and the semiconductor. Okay, next. Okay, talk about the Taiwan. I think many people need to know the Taiwan and the China. Okay, most think Taiwan is Ukraine. Yeah. So this is for the reference. Taiwan English name is the Republic of China. China is the People's Republic of China. Look at the same. Also, we have the same father. With the Sun inside. Yeah, it's the same. But we are different political. One is democracy, one is communist. One is very small, one is very big. Yeah. So but we have the same culture. Chinese New Year, Dragon Boat Year, Moon, festival. So China and Taiwan in the future we don't know. But for technology transfer in Indonesia, we think we can think about that. Next. Next. So Taiwan just only 23 million population. Just Indonesia 10 times. Taiwan, limited land area, lack of resources. Indonesia many resources. So they need to study because every day they have the fish, they have the seafood, they have the wine. But in Taiwan, we didn't have, we just island. So we needed to study. So why 40 years ago, we study, IT technology, hope to get the revenue from, abroad. So today, that is why we hope to share our experience to you. Next. Taiwan is the ICT company #1 in the world manufacturer. Innovation, energy in Taiwan, and the small medium enterprise. Okay, next. Okay, for the semiconductor, now we talk the chip war. Okay, in Taiwan. Okay, for the ODM, Taiwan is the number one. For the design, okay, and then Taiwan is number two. For revenue, Taiwan is also number two. Okay, so in the future, we hope you can go to Taiwan, okay, to do intern or study. Okay, next. Indonesia, now we are pursue the Indonesia 4.0 and the Ibu Kota, okay, Negeri, okay, new capital. So there and have the huge land, okay, many resources. So we hope why we wanted to come here to contribute our technology, okay. Yeah, so this is our today's speaker. Okay, next. So we hope to sponsor our technology capital global marketing, join with the Indonesia Lens, human resource, and the big local marketing. Okay, next. Okay, next. So who we are? Okay, PT EMLIKU. Okay, with the Tsinghua University. Tsinghua University. Okay, also there are two Tsinghua University. One is in Taiwan. One is in Beijing. In Beijing, okay, it belong to the China. In Taiwan, belong to the Taiwan. Okay, so Taiwan, Tsinghua is the top 2 university in Taiwan. Okay, we use the IT, do the agriculture. Okay, aquaculture. Okay, so we developed the slogan digital farm. Okay, next. Okay, so come here. Not only Tsinghua and EMLIKU, also the III. III is the research center, okay, technology research center in Taiwan, belong to the government foundation, education, university, department. Okay, next. Okay, and there are many big companies, like the TSMC, now is the biggest semiconductor company. UMC is number 3. Acer, Asus is the top 1, top 2 computer. Foxconn is the top 1 manufacturer in the world. Okay, yeah. So if you are interested, maybe you can study in Taiwan and work this company and develop into Indonesia. That is, I think, you can do the 10 years dream here. Okay. Today, we just share business. Business, we use the platform and the data and using the medical, manufacturing, financial, retail, agriculture, aquaculture, and the education. Okay, thank you. Next. So this is the medical. We use the technology for the medical, like the Sinatra photo, to use the big data to analyze, to do the digital medicine. Okay, next. Okay, we use the smart manufacture, poor, prepare, pick, predict, plan. All computer, all manufacture, we build up the camera. Use the camera, to do the, quality control. Okay. Most touch screen is from the Taiwan manufacturer, but the first touch screen just only 6% accuracy. What is 6%? It means you put it, you cannot touch that. After the Apple, management and the ODM, we control by the 3 months. Our quality is 99.8% accuracy. So this is not only for the technology, not only for management and control the processing. Okay. Next. Later we will have the same agriculture case study. Let the students to understand that. Next. So retail, retail. In the future, we hope to know people shop, but no people shop. How to do the okay business? Okay, people needed to computer needed to do all product okay pricing, but some product no QR code, like the bread, like the drink. How to do that? How to do calculator? But 10 years in the future, 10 years, okay, maybe you will meet the world. Yeah, you go to the Indo-Malay, no people there. Yeah, so later we will share the case, okay, to do. Next. Education industry in the future, I think for the COVID-19, every people know the okay room, know the okay remote, but from the AR, VR, Meta business, that is for new education program. Okay, next. Financial. Okay, for example, okay, if you went, you go to the bank. Okay, they have the robot. Okay, can recognize your voice. Okay, then got your requirement and pass your okay your instruction. Then the credit card, you use the computer. Okay, so data know your okay credit card number in the future. Okay, next. Okay, case study. Okay, in the future. Okay, we talk about the okay no shop, no people shop. But the limitation of the plastic. Yeah, so no QR code in the plastic. But how to do that? How to do the business? Yeah, we can. Okay, take. Okay, next. Okay, we show the photo, picture. Kevin. 那个放个图片一下，影片。No. Before. This is the video. No voice. So this is like if you go to the okay bread shop, you can easy okay to take your bread, and they have the camera auto sensing your bread by your algorithm, by your center. Okay, so you can easy. 有声音吗？哦 ，OK， yeah. Sorry, no voice here. Yeah. Okay, next. Okay, before page. Next.
Service, shortening employee training time and reducing inaccuracies in inventory. With the solution, bakeries take pictures of products, a minimum of 3 per product, and assign product names to the images. The images are stored in Azure, but there's also a local copy available.
So if every people okay study the behavior, I think no people in the present shop. Yeah, if legal okay, we will follow the regulation. So they use the AI to make the QR code in your computer. Use the QR code, have the data. From the data, you can analyze the pricing and the product. Okay. Next. Sorry, next. Okay. In the future, this is the future shop, okay? The future shop, it means from the advertising, always we come there, okay, we see the video, but shop don't know what you want. You don't know what you want to search want. Okay, but from the future, from the camera behavior, okay, they know you are man or woman. Okay, you are young or old. Okay, he can put their advertising to you. What do you want? Okay, not just you wanted to see 10 minutes advertising. Okay, next. I think, sorry, have the video there? Okay. Sorry, okay. So from the, also Jakarta transportation is very cloudy in the water. But from the government, he don't know how many cars. He just only how many cars, but he don't know what kind of car. Car, okay, is old or not old. Car is small or big. He just have the video to scan that. But in the future, from the AI, we know the from the hotel we know the big car, small car, and the cat, horse, and the dog. Yeah, we knew everything. Okay, from the 5G data transmission, we can easily put the analyze the data, can analyze. Okay, next. Yeah, the photo, the video. Okay, please. Yeah, he knows the people here. They were along in the roadside.
Fred, you have 12 more minutes, Fred. Mr. Fred?
Yeah?
You have 12 more minutes.
Oh, okay. Incoming car here. Okay, next. Okay, next. Okay, we talk about this for job. This is Taiwan. So get to the hand home, we know the Taiwan. This is our farm. This is our dragon fruit. We know how many flower there in our dragon. Okay, next. So we use like the AR classes, camera, and in many, because in the flower, dragon fruit in flower, we just keep one. So over one seed, we need to eliminate other fruit. So we keep the one there. Okay, next. Okay, from camera AI, we know how many flowers there, how many fruit there. Okay, next. Okay, and the developer status. Okay, next. And is it good or bad for the quality? Okay, next. Okay, and through the 5G, the drone. Okay, we doing the pollen, automatic pollen. Okay, next. Okay, so, we didn't use by bee. We use manual pollen. Okay, next. Okay. Yeah, next. To the pollen. Okay, next. Next. And we also use the technology in the Pisang, Papana. Because today, timing limitation, I just show you the idea. If you are interested, okay, maybe you can contact Ibu Diana to, yeah.
Okay, question.
Hello. Okay, next. Okay, and every product we show the QR code to trace the product. Okay, next. Okay, so you can easily use the your hand-on communication with the center and pay the money. Next. 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 Okay. So from the blockchain, we use the QR code. We can merge with the bank service, so we can ensure our quality for everything. Next. Okay, and show the photo here. Show the video, please. No, before. Yeah, one more. I think the video. Here. Have you the video?
Mình yang nặng yang chế điều đấy đang sai ok.
Cái này sai chia赶快。
Đây,
by menu classification, so nobody knows the quality is good or not good. But in the future, okay, this one, again. From the AI, 那个 Kevin 再请他播一次吧。Yeah, from the AI, we can do the image processing. Okay, next. Okay, so from the image, they can automatically to pass grade A or grade B or grade C. I think this is very advantage for the benefit for Indonesia, because we know Indonesia coffee cat, I don't know. Yeah. But nobody knows this quality is good or not good. Just know the luar coffee. But from the automatic computer, okay, you can set up your blending. Okay, next.
Pak Fred, we have 5 more minutes, Pak Fred.
Okay, next. Okay, this is the pineapple. Okay, in Taiwan, pineapple is not only selling by pineapple. He can do in the engine. He can do in the pineapple cake. Okay, like the pineapple cake. One cake is $2 US. Yeah, it's more expensive than pineapple. Yeah, so if you go to the Taiwan, you can use the technology for the engine. Okay, maybe that is the battle engine is about $100 US. Yeah, so okay, next. It means Taiwan just only 12,000 hectares for the pineapple, but they create about the $320 million US. So today is just hope you can find another way to how to create your product value. Okay, next. Okay, so this is for the aquaculture because of time issue. So we just put the presentation material. Okay, we use okay, next. You can see the video. Okay. Maybe we can. So lack of the food is in the future our questions. So how to develop your food by yourself, not only depend on sea. So in the future, 90% seafood is from by yourself plant, not okay by the sea. We will plant the manufacture to okay plant the like the lobster, udang, and ikan. And we can use the IoT, understand their temperature. Yeah, and control, okay, no virus by outside. Next. Next. Okay, this is for your reference. Okay, before Taiwan and Indonesia, we can carry the technology. We can take the capital. For dragon fruit, but we have no land to develop it. Okay, so we can join together. Okay, this is for summary of the business plan. Maybe students can study that. Okay, next. So we hope to be the #1 dragon fruit provider in the Asia. Okay, next. If you like the dragon fruit, because in Indonesia, no winter, no winter, but okay, in after Taiwan, okay, after the September to the April, no dragon fruit. Japan, China, Taiwan, because they are winter. Yeah, season problem. So how to sell the dragon fruit between the season to the Japan to Taiwan is more expensive than in the summer. But Indonesia, every day is summer. Yeah. So we need to change, yeah, the date. So why we wanted to come here, but we hope to share our product, okay, maybe after, okay, September, to Japan, to McDonald's, to United States, yeah. Okay, next. Yeah, so we have the true story in Taiwan. Okay, but we hope to develop in Indonesia. Next. Yeah, next. Yeah, so we have the financial model because 11 hectare is the biggest dragon fruit, but 11 hectare is small in Indonesia. So, okay, try to make the condition. We can invest. We can join the technology. Okay, next. Yeah, this is just for your selling. This is the dragon fruit in Indonesia business plan. Okay, next. Okay, so we will build up the SOP here, duplicate here, operation here, marketing here. Next. How to copy Taiwan to Indonesia and extend 200, 1,000, 5,000 hectare in Indonesia. Okay, next. Okay, next. Yeah. So today we talk not the technology. We hope the new business model with you and you are thinking. Okay, next. And we provide the talent training. We provide the Taiwan intern program. We provide the Taiwan semiconductor master degree program. So if students are interested, in the program, we can discuss. Okay, thank you because of schedule.
Thank you so very much. This is, at least from me, this is new perspective about the connection between economy, business, and artificial intelligence. Some key words that we got this morning are automation, precision, calculation, smart production, smart digital marketing, and smart digital business and economy, which are very, very important. There are, of course, so many questions, but we will wait until the second keynote presentation. After that, we'll have a question and answer session. Give applause again for Mr. Fred Kuo from Taiwan. Ladies and gentlemen, our second keynote presentation will be delivered by Professor Dr. Razali bin Mat Zain. Fred, you can sit down here. Still, yeah. So we are still listening to the second keynote speaker, and then after that we will have a question and answer session. So Professor Dr. Razali bin Mat Zain is from the Faculty of Islamic, Economic and Finance, which are strongly relevant with today's topic. And he's a professor from University Sultan Syarif Ali Unisa, Brunei, Darussalam. He graduated with a PhD from Florida State University, United States of America, with specialization in organizational behavior and human resource management. He received a master's degree from University of Pittsburgh, USA, and also undergraduate degree program from Iowa State University, USA. Even though he is a citizen of Brunei Darussalam, but he got his undergraduate, master, and PhD, all from United States of America, which is amazing. And he has worked as an academician in several universities, including in Malaysia, Brunei, and Saudi Arabia. And he has worked as, he has been appointed as professional behavioral consultant by Institute of Living, United States of America, since 2002 until now. And then he also a professional member of Australia and New Zealand Management Association, ANZAME, and also Malaysian Institute of Management, MIM, and Malaysian Institute of Personnel Management, and many others. He also served as a capacity member in editorial board of several international journals. And his research area of interest are in the area of human resource management, human resource development, and organizational behavior modeling leadership. And today, he will be talking about business, especially leadership in the area of economic and business. So please join us in welcoming Professor Dr. Razali with a round of applause, and we will give him time for about 30 minutes. Time is yours, Professor Razali. We cannot hear your voice yet, Prof.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Is it okay now?
Yes, we can get your voice now.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wa salatu wa salam ala ashrafil anbiya wa mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My beloved brother, Dr. Imam, I didn't know that you be the moderator of my session, and how it's been an honor and privilege for me. First and foremost, I would like to express my heartfelt thank you to the organizing committee for inviting me to be part of this auspicious gathering organized by Faculty of Business and Economics, Unisma. My respected Associate Professor Ibu Diana, the Dean of Faculty of Business and Economics, and all the participants of this conference. Again, it is indeed a great honor and privilege for me to join you all in this special gathering to share my thoughts on the topic, the 21st century of irrefutable leadership principle to foster a positive work environment. Some practical evidences. So today, allow me to bring you to the topic which is very near to our hearts. Work is an inevitable fact of life for all of us. I would imagine that all of us in this conference room are working in one way or another in your own capacity. That is why I would like to invite you all to pay serious attention to this topic, because it is very pertinent for us to ensure that whatever duration of time that we spend at workplaces are beneficial to our overall well-being. If not, we are killing ourselves spending certain duration of time in the workplace, but it doesn't improve our overall well-being. It is calculated in many researches by many psychologists, especially on the average, we spend 1/3 of our daily life at this place called workplaces. So the experiences which we accumulated at this special place called workplaces will shape us as professional workers and also as individual persons. Sorry, allow me to share because I didn't give permission for the organizing committee or the IT team to share the slide. Okay, can you see the slide now, ladies and gentlemen? Can you view my slide? Can you? No. Hello. Sorry for the technical glitch just now.
It's okay, Prof. If it is not possible, we will try to share from here.
Can you share the slide from your side, please,
Yes.
Dr. Imam?
Yes, we will.
Okay, my apology. Hello, Dr. Imam, is my slide on?
Via Zoom. Looks like our team having difficulty in.
I also cannot share from here because it's when I start sharing, Can you see my slide?
Yes.
Okay.
Little.
So as I mentioned to you before that many researchers have established the fact that we spend 1/3 of our life at this special place called workplace. Now, let me pose this question to all of you. Why do we work? Why are we willing to drag ourselves every morning instead of living our life just filled with bouncing from one conference to another conference or do any other things of our own personal choice and with our own freedom and free choice. So why do we work? Since the format of this presentation does not allow me to ask each and every one of you, so allow me to make a blind assumption that the reason why we work is to earn a decent living. So most of us would have that reason as the main factor why we work. Now, let me pose you another question. If we join the work organization for the purpose of earning a decent living, why many of us are not happy at our workplaces? Why? Okay, definitely I cannot get the answer from each one of you, but there is a story that I want to share with you that happened to me personally many years ago. One student visited his alma mater and he happened to drop by my office sharing his story to me. And the story went like this. He was working for several weeks preparing a PowerPoint presentation for his company. He was working in a bank and the bank was about to go for an investment plan worth 10 million that country's currency. So he was working day in and day out, was willing to sacrifice his own personal time, try to produce a fantastic PowerPoint presentation with all the graph, all the bar charts, data, all the numerical values and justifications why the bank should go for that kind of investment. So he was willing to sacrifice his own personal time, willing to burn his the midnight oil to do the work as perfect as possible. So after he finished, one day before the due date, he submitted to his boss. And you know what? The boss wrote him a small note which reads, "Nice PowerPoint presentation, but the company's investment plan was cancelled." So my former student who told me this story was very frustrated and was very depressed. Why? So to me, this is a small typical example to explain to us or to challenge our naive, simplistic view about why people work is only for money. So if we give money, we can instruct people to do the work in one way or another. So to me, this simple story explained to us that people are dedicated to do what they do because they feel the exhilaration of performing the work from start to finish. They enjoy the healthy competitiveness spirit embedded in the work, and they also enjoy a little of bearable pressures and stress. So I think we should challenge our naive simplistic view about people work, then we should not think that most people are like rats and mice, that what they do is only for money. Because at the end of the workday, we establish a sense of personal pride and gratification. And this kind of feeling, the personal satisfaction, personal gratification, will fuel our motivation to work harder and better in future. There are many studies, I cannot share with you all those studies that explain what are the factors which contributed to feeling of unhappiness at workplaces. I would like to share this study by Seoul, published in 2022. 75%, and this survey consisting of 1,000 full-time employees in United States, are frustrated with their managers and their leaders in workplace. See, underline the word frustrated with their managers and leaders in workplaces, which eventually make them feel not satisfied with their jobs. Now, Xiao and her associate, research associate, asked further the respondent, what are the factors that you make that you are so frustrated with your managers and your leaders? And the number one factor, which expressed by 75% of the respondents, are lack of empathy. Lack of empathy. The second one is conflict in communication, and followed by favoritism of other employee, lack of follow-through. So today, in my presentation, I would like to discuss about the importance of being an empathetic leader or empathetic manager in order to help the employees to feel satisfied or motivated in their workplaces. Now, the problem with many leaders, and I observed through my research and consultancy work, the real job of a leader in the organization is not about being in charge. We leaders in many organizations are always concerned about our position, our rank, our authority. But the real job of a leader is not about being in charge, but the real job is to take good care of those who are being charged upon them. To be empathetic leader. So for me, it's very important that leaders in the organization of this 21st century should establish or develop the spirit of empathy and empathetic leadership. Okay, now what is empathy? Basically, empathy is the ability to put yourself in the shoes of others, to understand others in the lenses of that very person, that very people. Okay, so from an holistic perspective, leadership is not just about the people's output, the bottom line they call it, but also we should concentrate on the top line, which is the hearts and the minds of the people. So there are many empirical evidences which prove that if you can practice the empathetic leadership qualities or skill in the true sense of the word, there is a linear positive relationship between performance. Okay, so you can expect your employees to be not only to be motivated, but to produce super performances through this empathetic leadership. Okay, what are the qualities of empathetic leadership? I have so many qualities, but in the interest of time, we can only explain a few. Number one, has a humanistic value for people. And I would like to share, this is a real case narrated by one social science researcher. Let's name him Mr. X. He went to spend some time during his business visit in a hotel, a Four Seasons hotel in Los Angeles. Okay. So in that hotel, in the Four Seasons hotel, there is a coffee stand at the lobby of the hotel. So he was relaxing and spending his evening time at the lobby. Then he visited that site, the coffee stand. So being a very inquisitive-minded person, so he talked to one of the baristas. Let's name him Mr. Abdullah. Okay, so he asked Mr. Abdullah during that conversation. He asked Mr. Abdullah, "Do you like your job?" And that barista, Mr. Abdullah, answered it in a very positive tone that I love my job. Then Mr. Ek asked further, what is that this hotel, this Four Seasons hotel, have done to you that make you say to me, I love my job? So without skipping a bit, Abdullah answered, throughout the day, the hotel managers stop at my workplace and ask me how I am doing, how can they help me to do my job better? Not just my manager, said Abdullah, but any other managers in this hotel. Then Mr. Abdullah, the barista, explained to Mr. X something magical. He said, I also work at Vadara Hotel, which is nearby. So the managers there are different. They're not like Four Seasons hotel managers. They are trying to make sure that the employees like me do the work right and catch if we are doing anything wrong. He further illustrated that when I go to work in the Vadara Hotel, I like to keep my eye under the radar and get through the day so that I can get a paycheck at the end of the month. And he said, contrastly, at Season Hotel, I enjoy my life because I can be myself. You see, ladies and gentlemen, one same person, two entirely different work environments make two different feelings. So ladies and gentlemen, the main lesson that we can learn from this case, if we create the right working environment, we will produce an individual employee or worker like Abdullah at the Four Seasons Hotel. But if we fail to create, or if we create the wrong environment, we will produce Abdullah at the Vadara Hotel place. As I said, same person, but two different work environment through the two different styles of leadership. Okay, that's the number one quality. Number two, practice the style of leadership using the parenting principle. I would like to give the best analogy of empathic leadership is to be like a parent. You know, as a parent, as a great parent, we all want to give everything to our children, our beloved children. We want to give the moon and the stars. We want to give opportunities. We want to give the best education possible for them. You know, we want to throw them into real life experiences that will help them grow. And at the same time, you know, once a while or in certain occasions and circumstances, we want to discipline them in order for them to learn and improve themselves to be a better person than we ourselves can imagine. Okay, so as great leaders in the organization, in the business environment, or even in public sector organization, if we want to be a great leader, we should aspire the same. We should aspire to give the best to our people, just like great parents. Okay, and I realized through my research work also that many of the leaders, they have this syndrome that they are worried that if you educate, train, and improve your people, they can be better than you. To me, a great leader is someone who aspire and work hard and coach the people and the employees to the point that they can be better than them. So great leaders produce better leaders. So as a parent, we don't fail our children. For example, if you have your beloved children coming back from school and producing an F grade, you will not say that, okay, since you do not perform, since you fail to perform in the school and bring to me the F grade, you are open for adoption. We don't say that. So likewise, in the organization, an empathetic leader will not just simply want to terminate the employees. They want to improve the employee. And I have a real life example of a company. This is a technology company in New York. And the CEO is the CEO has the CEO Charlie Kim introduced what is called a lifetime employment in this organization. So I quote what he said: if you get a job at Next Jump, the company, you cannot get fired for performance issues. Okay? If you have performance problem, you will not be fired. In fact, if you have performance issues, our company will coach you and give support so that you can prove yourself to a point you can be better than me. So I hope all the leaders out there, including all of us who are leaders also in our own right, underline and remember this word. Okay, there's another case. This is also a real life case that happened in Chicago. The CEO of Barry Washmiller Company, in 2008, they were hit by severe economic crisis or economic recession. They lost about 20% of sales during that time. And for a big manufacturing company like that, 20% is a big deal. So the board of directors of Barry Washmiller Company came together. They have a discussion. But, normally the case of when they are hit with economic crisis, the board of directors recommended for layoff, for termination. But Bob Chapman, who was the CEO at that time, he refused to accept the recommendation by board of directors. He said, no, what I'll do is that he introduced 4 weeks unpaid vacation for all employees from the bottom rank, from the lowest rank of the hierarchy to the highest, including himself. The employees can take these 4 weeks vacation at any time. They can take consecutively. They can take in a separate duration time period. And I like what he mentioned to the employee when he announced this plan. He said it is better that we should all suffer a little together than any of us have to suffer a lot. And by that plan, the 4 weeks unpaid vacation, the company saved $20 million. Okay, so for Bob Chapman, who is CEO facing that very critical crisis, for him, what matters is not head count. That's why he didn't go for termination. What matters is head count. So what happened in that company during that time, during that introduction of 4 weeks unpaid vacation? People feel safe. And when people feel safe in the organization, they are willing to cooperate and to sacrifice. Okay, this is proven many times and in many organizations globally. So what happened in this company is that those who are financially stronger, who feel that they are financially better off, they are willing to trade off with the employees who are financially not as good as them to take longer vacation. Instead of 4 weeks, they take 5 weeks, so that the other colleagues can take less than 4 weeks vacation. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, that kind of cooperation and sacrifices surface when the leader of a nation who established empathetic leadership is willing to make sacrifice. Okay, number 3, the third quality of empathetic leadership is treat people with love and affection. This is, it goes without saying. And I would like to narrate you a story that is very famous. You can see even the video of this incident that happened to Captain William Swenson, who was awarded a Congressional Medal of Honor. Congressional Medal of Honor is the highest honor in US military for combat action. So this honor has been awarded since 1683, and there are few thousands of recipients, but those who are still alive are 6 recipients, including this Captain William Swenson. Okay, what happened is that in September 8, 2008, he was in a group of American Army in Afghanistan. So, and that day, the US Army and also the Afghan Army joined together to accompany the government officials, few government officials, who went to a very mountainous area, rural area, to meet the local chieftain, the local chiefs, in order to have a meeting. So, on the way to that area, they were ambushed by the Taliban. Okay, they were surrounded on 3 sides, and many of them, including the army of US and also the army of Afghans, they were wounded, and many others died. So Captain Swenson was recognized by this Congressional Medal for his work because he was able to run into the live fire trying to save, trying to save those who are wounded, and also to pull off those who are dead. And one of the troop of US troop was rescued. His name was Sergeant Westbrook. So the video portrayed how Captain Swenson carried the injured or the wounded body of Sergeant Westbrook, and something sheer coincidence happened in that time. One of the medical staff, they went with the medevac helicopter. One of the medical staff was wearing a GoPro camera on his helmet. So all these episodes captured, and you can watch yourself, because I watched many times this video in the YouTube. The one thing that struck me in this video, not only the bravery of Captain Swenson and his comrade, but also when he carried this wounded body of Sergeant Westbrook, when he laid down on the helicopter, he gave a kiss on the forehead of Sergeant Westbrook. So to me, this is very striking. A very deep feeling of love and affection from a leader toward his fellow men during that critical moment. In that time, Sergeant Westbrook is fighting or is battling not with the Taliban. He's battling with his own life between death and death. Of course, Captain Westbrook died a few weeks after that, but of course he died in the military hospital, not in the battlefield. So when I watched this video, As I said, I
Prof.
watched
Razali.
the...
Sorry, Prof. Razali, we have
Hello?
about 3 more minutes.
Okay, I'm almost finished. So, Captain Swanson portrayed to me a special feeling that a leader can show to the employee. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have this kind of leader who have so much genuine love and affection towards a fellow man, in return, I'm sure his followers, his comrades are willing to give in return the same amount of love and affection. Okay? So if we are living in this kind of love and affection between leader and employees in the workplace, then you know what kind of wonders can surface in that environment. Okay, my last quality that I want to discuss, be willing to sacrifice personal dignity by taking responsibility for themselves during failures, but spread the recognition to their own people during success. This is also a real life case which was narrated in his book by the former President of India, Dr. A.P. Kalam. Dr. A.P. Kalam, he was an engineer by training. He, in 1973, he was the director of the first satellite program by India. So in 1979, they want to launch the first satellite to the orbit. Okay. So he went for the launching ceremony, but unfortunately, the satellite launching program was a failure. Instead of went to the orbit, the satellite plunged into the Bay of Bengal. So the chairman of that team is Professor Satish Dhawan. So I want to mention about the leadership style of Professor Satish Dhawan. So on that day when they failed to launch the satellite to the orbit, Professor Satish Dhawan immediately have a press conference. And he himself attended that press conference to answer all the questions, comments, and queries from the reporters and journalists. And after the press conference, he met in closed doors with all the team that worked for this satellite program. He said, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. Next year we'll come back and we do the same as a team. So next year, the team came again. They produced another, they developed another satellite and they launched the satellite. It was successful. The whole nation, the whole country of India was in jubilant. And then Professor Satish Dhawan, the leader, whispered to the ears of Dr. A.P. Kalam. He said, you hold the press conference and you attended that press conference. So the lesson narrated by President A.P. Kalam is that when a failure occurred, an empathetic leader of the organization owned the failure. But when success comes, that same empathetic leader give it to the team. So let me end my presentation today by quoting a statement from Charles Branson. I'm sure many of us know him. He was a famous Hollywood actor before he joined into multi-million-dollar business. I quote, I never went into business just to make money, but I found that if I have fun and my employees feel the same, the money will come. I often ask myself, is my own and my people's work of fun, and do they make me and my people happy? I believe that the answer to the question is far more important than fame or fortune. If the work of my people and mine stop being fun, I ask why. If I can't fix it, I stop doing it. This is the words of wisdom from Charles Bronson. Okay, as a conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, let us ponder about our one common scenario in our workplaces. It's common in my workplace, and I'm sure it could be common also in Unisma. Most of our employees, I would say more than 90%, will constantly staring at this clock because they can't wait for the alarm clock or checking out bell to ring so that they can go home. So this clock, which is hanging somewhere in the organization, will be forever safe. So I urge and invite you all to strive hard and to pray hard. Let us materialize our dream that one fine day we have an organization called workplace, you know, that our people are not staring at the clock anymore. Because why they're not staring at that clock? Because they immerse themselves in the joy, in the pleasures, in the delights, and in the satisfaction of doing their work. So when they leave home, when they leave the office to go home, they feel fulfilled and enriched. With that, I thank you very much for your passion, and sorry for some technical glitches, especially in the beginning. And again, thank you very much for the organizing committee, and happy deliberation for you all in the upcoming conference session. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Professor Razali. We would like to invite Mr. Fred Kuo to come forward again for the Q&A session. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite maybe only one because we have a very limited time. And after that, we will ask the keynote speakers to present, to respond, maybe maximum only 1 minute they respond. Please raise your hand if you have any questions. Okay, one is from the UTH Malaysia and one is from this side. Okay. You may come forward. I think someone over on the back, please also come forward. Yes, very short, directly to the question. Mention your name and then what are the questions?
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Farah as a member of International Development Division from Faculty of Economy and Business. So these opportunities I want to ask for Prof. Dr. Razali, Matt Zain. So if we work in a place who have a leader that doesn't have enough of sympathy, so how to face this problem? Should we stay or we leave the job? Thank you.
Thank you, Farah. Okay, thank you so much. Next question, please.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good day. I am a student from Universiti Tun Hussein on Malaysia. I would like to ask a question regarding to the artificial intelligence from Mr. Fred's talk. Okay, as we know that artificial intelligence is one of the component from Industry 4.0, right? So does it affect or does it AI affect the existing job? Although the AI technology itself making our life to be better. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you. Your name is?
Nur Shafika.
Nur Shafika. Okay, thank you. Last question, please. So we have 3 representation of. Okay, please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, sir. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Ananda Rafiaman Farezi. I'm from accounting major 2019. So I want to ask to Mr. Fred, how will artificial intelligence affect the quality of humanity in the future, since there are a lot of people worry about it. Even Elon Musk worries about the danger of AI in the future. That's all from me. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Please give applause for the 3 questions. You may sit down back. Okay, thank you. So I would like to ask, because we have very limited time, I will ask Pak Fred and Prof. Razali to respond in only 1 minute maximum. Or maybe maximum 2 minutes to answer the questions. So the question number one is from Farah to Professor Razali. How is our leader, our boss, has no sympathy? Should we leave the job or what? Okay. And then from Nur Shafika, artificial intelligence, how does it affect the human aspect? Is that right? Because artificial intelligence is growing very fast. How does artificial intelligence affect our social life, human life, empathy? Because there will be what we call maybe unemployment, replacing the human into technology, right? And how is the role of the connection of artificial intelligence in the aspect of human? And maybe this question also relates to Professor Razali topic, which is about love, empathy, sympathy, human affection. How does this aspect relate to 4.0 and 5.0 about life, about social life? And that question also similar to Mas Rafi also asking about humanity, human aspect. We will give time for Pak Fred, maximum only 1-2 minutes to respond to that questions. And after that, Professor Razali also to respond that questions very quickly. Please, Pak Fred.
Hello. Yeah, today, okay, because I am also not the manufacturer, okay, I just show you the, okay, trend, okay, state. So you agree that, okay, I think, okay, like 40 years, we agree America, okay, we will study American technology. So we hope to, okay, study Taiwan, okay, technology, okay. So, okay, first one, you can, okay, think, you can learn, okay, Chinese, Taiwan language. It means the Mandarin language, because Taiwan and China are the same language. So, okay, Chinese language, okay, you study first. Number two, okay, you can, okay, go to the maybe Taiwan, okay, to, okay, intern. Maybe 1 year so you can understand in Taiwan. You can choose your what kind of field do you want. We can help to engagement, like the hotel, okay, hospital, and okay, management or others. Okay. Number three, okay, if yes, you can maybe okay try to work okay 1 year or 2 years in Taiwan after your okay graduation. Yeah. Number four, if you wanted to okay contribution your effort into Indonesia, you can try to persuade your boss that you come to Indonesia to set up the company. You are the pioneer, because almost the Taiwan company wanted to invest China, invest United States, okay, Vietnam, but they don't know Indonesian language. So okay, you are lucky if you are there. Okay, you don't be afraid, because most Indonesian people, okay, in Indonesia, they are about the 300,000 okay people in Indonesia, but mostly okay doing the low-end job for the healthcare. But in the future, you can okay study the Taiwan new technology. Yeah, that is okay my hope. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. So still, Mr. Fred Kuo highlight the importance of artificial intelligence in the sector of our today's global market. So we are waiting for the answer from Professor Dr. Razali. How is the connection between artificial intelligence and
thank you,
today's issue? Thank you. Please.
Thank you, Dr. Imam. I wish my brother, Dr. Imam, will be more generous with me regarding the time, because the question asked by Madam Farah is very relevant. and this is a very difficult, very tricky question. And this is a typical question that asked when we talk about leadership. So my only recommendation that I can give to Madam Farah would be three. Number one, if you have the courage and you know very well from your analysis, from your sensitivity analysis, that you know that that particular leader who is not sympathetic enough in your organization is a type of open-minded person, you know, go and slow talk to him and explain to him in a nice way, in a polite way. Talk to him. Sometimes people are not aware what they are doing. So highlight to him nicely and with, again, you must show to him that you respect him as a leader, but you want to make some comment or some observation about his or her style. So that's number one. If you have the courage and you know by doing so, it's not going to lead you to any negative ramification like being terminated or being disciplined and so on. Okay. Number two, see, we are all leaders in our own right. So, Madam Farah, try to establish and practice these little qualities of empathetic leadership in your own way, in your own settings. For example, you work in a team, so express that and try to champion this, even though unofficially, in your work environment. That this is important. We all want to live and work happily in this environment. So we need a special kind of leaders which embrace these empathetic qualities, because there are a lot of empirical evidences that explain the connection between job satisfaction and empirical and empathetic leadership, or empathetic leadership and motivation and so on. So try to champion yourself, try to do it yourself and practice yourself first within your own circle. Okay? My third recommendation, which is a very self-defeatist recommendation, if you have other opportunities, if you have other avenues, just leave the battlefield. But again, if you don't have, don't leave. Be patient, be sabar, and pray hard to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so that Allah change the heart, because all our hearts are in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I hope I managed to answer in certain ways to Madam Farah.
Thank you very much, Professor Razali. Please give applause for our two keynote speakers. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the time is very limited, and now we are about to close our session today. I would like to highlight a very important thing. Even though all of us are coming from the Faculty of Economic and Business, there is something going on which is very, very fast, which is the development of artificial intelligence in many sectors, including marketing, production, and many aspects of business in our life. We cannot avoid that one, because that's the transformation of our digital economy. However, from the perspective of Eastern culture, we do still have empathic leadership, the aspect of human being, which is called as not 4.0, but 5.0, which is the integration of technology without avoiding the aspect of human being. That's our job as a scholar, as a student, as a researcher, how to integrate the aspect of technology, artificial intelligence, within the aspect of digital economy, and also the aspect of human and social well-being, so that we can still respect, we can still achieve the global harmony, which is social aspect of our life. Again, thank you so much again to all the speakers, keynote speakers, and all the audience. We are so sorry, so many questions over there, but we have a very limited time. Let's close our today's meeting CEO talk hosted by Faculty of Economic and Business by the recitation of Alhamdulillah together. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Thank you very much. Have a good day and a very good afternoon. And we would like to invite a special guest from UTI Malaysia to take a picture together. And all the guests coming with our keynote speakers. Do we take picture on the seat or come forward? Come forward.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Thank
ladies
you.
and gentlemen.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and have a good day. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Imam Wahyudikanullah, as the head of Office of International Affairs, University of Islam Malang, and please come forward the delegates from Malaysia, lecturers and also students, and also we invite all the committee, all the participants who want to join together and take a picture with the keynote speaker for today's session, and also all the lecturers from the Faculty of Economic and Business, all the team. Okay, please kindly go forward to take picture together. Okay, the LO also from, okay, the LO team, please come forward to take picture together with your friends to create the togetherness and closeness between you and the team from or delegates from from FPTP, from FPTP. Okay, we were gonna start with the formal one. Okay. Okay, we can count. Ready, photographer? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, then check your hands to the video. Okay, and you can say hi to the video. Okay, I get. Okay. Okay, photographer ready? Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for the head of faculty and the speakers and also HM and also delegates, students from UTHM. Thank you so much. And please kindly to go the 6th floor, just the one floor under this floor to have lunch together. So once more, we invite every one of you to go the 6th floor, especially for the keynote speaker, all the invitees and also the participant or delegates from UTHM to have lunch together.